Hi, Scorpio. I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for July 2019. This month, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Ascendant, and Scorpio Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. And at the end of this recording, Scorpio, I'm going to pull a gemstone crystal for you from this bag of gems. I have about 21, 22 gems in here, and I will give you messages and predictions from my spirit guides as to why that stone selected is what is best for you to work with and use in the month of July 2019. So all that being said, Scorpio, now onto your July 2019 Psychic Tarot reading. First card you have, Scorpio, is the Five of Rods. And the Five of Rods is an internal struggle going on with you, or a struggle with coworkers, family members, friends, groups, or associations that you have. You may feel kind of like in July, like a lot of people are against you. Even if they're not, you may just have that feeling, like I feel like people are against me kind of feeling. And you may feel like you wish they would back off, because I get this like, you may have this picky-uni, like people have this complaint and that complaint, and why did you do this? Why didn't you do that? How come you're not That might be what you're hearing in July. You know, you're going to have to stop this cycle and break it and tell them you're not going to listen to it anymore, or you're done with putting up with it. I feel like you have to articulate that to some people in July. And I do feel like they're instigating you. For some of you, maybe not all of you, but for some of you, I feel like they may be purposely trying to get your goat. Like they're like egging you on. They want to say, yeah, how much is Scorpio going to take? Yeah. You know, like that kind of energy. And if they're not doing it to your face, they may be doing it through social media, Facebook, Instagram, that kind of thing. Don't be surprised if they don't do it in that little, you know, snarky way behind their little computer keyboards. They could be doing that. You're going to be kind of confrontational. Anybody that's really bullying you or trying to, like, you know, disrupt your peace, I feel like you're going to feel like, oh yeah, I want to like confront them. I want to say something to them. If normally you try to like, you know, ignore it or, you know, not stir up the pot, that's not the way. I don't feel you're going to feel that way in July. Some of you may find out that there's somebody that's been talking about you behind your back, and that if they've been doing that, they've been stirring up some kind of pot with other people. They may be trying to get some people to like be against you. That may be their motive. I feel for some of you that is what they're trying to do. Now, for some of you, I feel this is at work. But for others of you, it could be family members doing it, friends doing it. I don't know. It's a general reading, Scorpio, so hopefully you're going to understand who I'm talking about here. And there's been outright bold-faced lies told about you, too. You may even witness something, see a text or an email that proves something. If you've been suspicious of it, you know, sometimes people accidentally send a text to the wrong person. Or they purposely do it and send it to you, or you see it on somebody's phone or email, not them sending it accidentally to you, but you see it in some way. Because some of you, I feel like you're actually going to see it in writing. That's why I say social media, the internet, texting, emails, but especially online, things online. People could be taking some assumed name, a fake profile, and doing that kind of nonsense too. So the next card you have here, Scorpio, in your reading is Ace of Pentacles. And this is financial abundance and financial stability and the blessings of financial abundance coming to you from God and or the universe. Some of you are receiving a raise, or you're going to be getting higher, asking a higher price for your services. If you own your own business, you're going to start charging more for what you're doing. Or somebody could just be giving you like a really good bonus of cash for the work you're doing if you own your own business. Some of you, it's a pay raise coming in. Some of you, there could be some of you Scorpios that are going to start assembling some things out of love. So this to me is creative pursuits and projects, and you may actually start gaining money for that. If you write music or compose lyrics or create art or create something, no matter what it is, you may start selling these things that you've created with love and start to get some money for it in July, August, or September of 2019. If you have to travel, your travels are going to pay off for you in a big way. It could be to visit a relative, and then they're like, oh, they're so happy you came. They're generous and gave you money. But for many of you, a travel that could be connected to do with something that you're, like your job for your own business or for your work that you do for somebody else, you could have some big financial gain and payoff from that travel, from that trip or travel that you take. That also strongly applies to you Sagittarius rising people. I'm sorry. Cut, Nick. Cut. That also strongly applies to you Scorpio rising people. Some of you are even going to come across some money like that was lost. Either you put it away and you hid it in an envelope somewhere and you forgot about it and you come across it, or it could be maybe you found somebody else's money they hid and you just happened to come across it and find it. But some of you, it could be like accounts you forgot about, or money that you actually physically hid somewhere, because you've got money showing up. There is money showing up for you somehow. And I do feel that some of you Scorpios, my guides are telling me that you're going to find it for some of you. And any challenges that came up for you recently about money, I feel get put to rest, because maybe you get this pay raise or you find money or whatever, or you get gift of cash from someone, that whatever happens here, if you had any issues or stranglehold around you about money, I feel like it's going to be resolved or solved for you in July. But keep in mind, as I always say, look back to what I said a year ago. I get emails about this every now and then. Somebody will write me, or under the comments on YouTube, even on Facebook, they write it too, that something I said a year ago is happening to them now. So some of what I'm saying now may take a year to happen, or it could happen in a couple months. And this is because you don't have the same birth chart. You're not born on the same month, day, year. You don't have the same city of birth, birth time, country of origin. It's all different. So your timing is going to be different. You have the Hermit next. And the Hermit is spiritual guidance. Your spirit guides are lighting the way. They're showing you the path to go, the way to go. You could also be the Hermit as in the fact that you're taking a step back and getting a lay of the land before you proceed forward. And then your spirit guides are still guiding you no matter what. You're going through a spell here where you're going to be analyzing some situations going on in your life. And you're really going to be seeing where people were BSing you and deceiving you. That's going to be clear to you. And I feel like you're going to have to marshal all your forces and strength, because there's going to be some things you're going to be saying to yourself like, I can't repeat that again. I can't let that happen again. So whatever you're analyzing and seeing truths come to the surface, whatever preceded it, whether it was you trusting people or too much or whatever the facts were, that you're going to say, I can't repeat that again. I can't let that mistake happen to me twice. I see some of you saying that. And you're doing some realization of like looking back and saying, have I achieved my goals and aims, or haven't I? And where have I missed the mark? What can I do if you want to, be really successful in a certain field or in your business or what you're doing or in love? You're going to be analyzing to like, did I achieve my goals and aims? And if I didn't, what steps can I take now to head towards them to achieve them? So you're going to be like analytical of things, quite a few things in your life. And you're going to start also thinking about needing to control some things that feel to you like they may have gotten out of hand. If spending's gotten out of hand, or your emotions have gotten out of hand, or, people talking down to you, or and you've allowed it, has gotten out of hand, or they've disrespected you, or whatever, you are actually in control a lot more than you think you are, and you're going to have to start exercising that control, like, putting a stop to these things that haven't sat well with you, Scorpio. You're also, don't be surprised if you don't start seeing visions. You could have precognitive dreams at this time, visions of the future, and getting psychic messages, and just like all on your own. Like your psychic ability is going to kick up, and some of you are going to be receiving messages from your guides, from deceased loved ones, from the universe. And this is you're going to start having clairvoyance and visions. Pay attention to your psychic ability in July. You have the King of Swords next. I'm sorry, Knight of Swords. I apologize. Knight of Swords. And this is an air sign person. This is either an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. Could be male or female. Could also be you, Scorpio, if you have an air sign as your rising or moon sign. You could be working together with them. They could be giving you a lot of insight and inspiration. They could be helping you with something. They have some like wisdom and knowledge that will be useful to you, that you either are collaborating and working together. This could be somebody that has your best interests at heart and they really want to help you out. They could be showing you how to fix things or do things in a different manner to give you better results in your goals, hopes, and dreams. It could be somebody you work with, or it could be a friend or a relative. I'm not sure who this is for you, really. It's kind of confusing in that regard, but I do feel like they may feel like you're a challenging person to deal with. They may be looking at you like that. But I don't feel like they're an adversary, is that the right word, to you? Like an enemy? I don't feel that. But they may feel like you're challenging to them. If you have any beef with them, if you have had any beef with an air sign, you may really want resolution between the two of you. And for some of you, you may even want to take them to court. However, I'm going to tell you, I still stand by what I said before that. I feel more like they're somebody that wants to help you, or they're going to give you knowledge and insight and maybe help you achieve some of your goals. But for others of you, when the court cards come up, they always mean multiple people. And for some of you, you may feel like you want to take them to court over something. You know, they're really on the ball. And they're kind of like a dream maker. And, you know, if you took any webinars from any air signs or any classes from any air signs, even if it's just like for a week or a day or an hour or 3 days or a semester, it doesn't matter. You're going to gain great insight and knowledge, and maybe even use some of what the Knight of Swords is saying as a model for what you want to do to succeed. Some of you may be doing that with this Knight of Swords and what they're doing. So they come up to me for you like teacher energy, but maybe not in the traditional sense of a teacher. I don't know. But for some of you, you may feel like you might have an issue with them, but that's far down the scale. I feel more positive about the Knight of Swords for you than negative. Now you have the Star as your last card in the reading, and this is spiritual blessings. There could be an answered wish, an answered prayer of some sort that God and the universe has heard you talking about, wishing or asking for, and they're going to give you the spiritual blessing. Some of you are going to receive some notification that you may have won something. If you entered into any kind of contest, doesn't necessarily have to be the lottery. It could be some other type of contest. I feel you could receive notification this month that you won. Some of you are going to be like kind of in a position of power or really coming into your own this month of July. If you wanted to do any teaching or giving any speeches or talks or lectures, you may be doing that, and the Star is going to ensure that you get paid for it and or you're successful in whatever your speeches or presentations are. Could even be PowerPoint presentations at work or for business. It could be lectures or seminars that you're giving and you're charging for. It could be anything like that. Even if you're not charging for it, I still feel like there's success here around those endeavors for you. You may have some relatives that want you to come stay with them or come visit them. I see, again, you receiving notification in the mail, possibly about winning something or money coming to you in some form. You may receive, it could even be a refund check or something coming from an insurance company, an insurance payout, tax refund. It could be even things like that coming. You may even receive notification that there's somebody that would like to partner up with you and do something. And if it's not work or business related, Scorpio, this could be love. There could be somebody that you knew in the past that you were intertwined with romantically speaking, and maybe you're not with them anymore, but they may want to have a hookup with you or see if you want to get back together. Some of that energy may be going on for you because keep in mind, we have Mercury in retrograde this month. I'm not sure what date it starts and what date it stops, but I feel it goes for most of the month of July, and people from the past can return. And I do get that for some of you, but keep in mind, I feel some of you, this person coming back in wants sex. Now, if you're freewheeling and like okay with that, then take advantage of it. Some of you, it could be somebody that wants to try to get back together with you. It's possible. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the gemstone crystals of what would be the best for you to work with. And when I say work with in July, I mean sleep with the stone under your pillow, meditate with it on your third eye chakra, your throat chakra, your heart chakra. You could get Reiki with the stone on you while you're getting Reiki. Put the stone on you somewhere. You could carry it in your bra, put it in your pocket, hold it. Some people are getting, the beaded bracelets now on eBay. You can probably get almost any gemstone in a beaded bracelet now, or in a pendant or in a crystal form, like to hang. It would be wise for you to do so with whatever stone comes up for you, because it's going to be specific for you for the month of July 2019. What's the best stone for Scorpio? Scorpio, July. Oh, you got Unakite. Now, Sagittarius got the same stone, so that's interesting. You got Unakite as well. It's going to give you a real positive essence to your aura in July. It's going to help you stand up for yourself, especially if you have to have any kind of confrontation. And it's also going to enhance bravery, your bravery. It's also going to give you the ability to put things to rest that need to be put to rest, especially in regard to the energy of people. So if you've had a relationship that's like, it's not going well, or it really needs to, you need to split from, or just things need to really drastically change, this stone is going to help you do that. It's going to also help you if you get put into a position of power, and in the sense that it's going to boost up your confidence. It's going to boost you up, especially when you're on your way up. It's also going to be helpful for you in the area of love, and especially in any regard to love when there's a decision-making process that has to go on. So that makes that could be helpful for you, especially if somebody from the past comes in and wants a hookup. So think about that. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thanks for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from me and my spirit guides that you won't see here on YouTube, you can follow me on my two businesses' Facebook pages, The Lucky Mermaid LLC and The Psychic Pastry Chef LLC, and also on my Instagram account at @TheLuckyMermaid_Pam Georgel. In all of those places, I pull tarot cards, oracle cards, look into my crystal, give you psychic predictions and messages. Sometimes they're for the day, but usually they're for a week, a couple weeks, or even a month ahead. So hope to see you over there on my social media and interact with you over there. I look forward to seeing you there. And if you're interested in getting any of the special videos I've recorded, such as, first off, if you want to get a continuation of this reading where I continue on and look into my crystal for your sign for the month of July 2019, you can access those videos for download and purchase by clicking on the link below in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for these psychic crystal readings for July 2019 for download and purchase. Also, Saturn and Pluto retrograde is still going on, and I did psychic tarot and oracle card readings where I pulled 4 tarot cards and 1 oracle card from the Angels, Gods, and Goddesses deck. And the Saturn is retrograde from April 29th through September 18th. And Pluto is retrograde from April 24th until October 3rd. So those predictions and messages are going to cover that time period in those videos. Also, don't forget, there's other planetary things going on as well. Jupiter is retrograde, started on April 10th and lasts until August 11th. And I did a psychic tarot and crystal readings for that transit, where I used 2 cards from the Jane Lyle Renaissance Tarot deck and looked into my crystal. Also, don't forget, every year I always do my mid-year psychic tarot update, where I pulled 5 cards for your sign, for each of your signs, and I look into what is going to transpire from June 2019 through to the end of the year, end of December 2019, and those videos are also on Vimeo as well. All the video series are available by clicking on the links below, and they'll take you to those videos on Vimeo. And if you want to just click exactly on your sign and go directly to your sign, you can do that by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Click on the videos tab on my menu, and there you will see all the video series I have listed that I've done. There's over 1,300 videos I've recorded on Vimeo, with all my spirit guides, psychic predictions, and messages for all your signs in a variety of topics. I started that in August of 2015, and I'm still continuing on. So what you would do is you just go to the heading of the video series you want. You click on your sign under that video series, and it's going to take you directly to Vimeo to that video for download and purchase. So I hope you'll find something there that'll give you more insight and information and be helpful to you as you travel through all these energies that we have always going on around us. I wish you an absolutely spectacular month of July, Scorpio, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.